All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're talking about how to biohack your brain. We're going to explore some really practical, science-backed ways to sharpen your mind, boost your cognitive health, and just generally get your brain working at its absolute best.
So let's kick things off with a question I bet a lot of you have wondered about at some point. Is the brain you have right now it? Is your ability to focus, to remember things, to feel sharp, is all of that just fixed for life?
And the answer is a big, resounding no. It is absolutely not set in stone. And that's really the core idea for everything we're about to cover. The science is pretty clear on this. You have way more power than you think to change your brain for the better, and you can start today.
So how is that even possible? Well, it all comes down to one incredible concept: neuroplasticity. This is your brain's amazing, built-in ability to reorganize and rewire itself based on what you do and experience. So don't think of your brain's pathways as permanent paved highways. Think of them more like trails in a forest. The more you use the trail, the clearer and stronger it becomes. And you can always blaze new ones.
Okay, so if we're going to start building a better brain, where do we begin? Well, with our very first tool, the fuel you put into your body. What you eat and drink has a massive, direct impact on how well your brain works. Now, what I love about this approach is that it's not about some crazy restrictive diet. It's all about making small, smart changes. Simple swaps, adding good fats like avocados and nuts, and choosing the right kinds of carbs. It also dives into that gut-brain connection, which is fascinating. A healthy gut actually helps produce key chemicals for your brain, like serotonin, that directly affect your mood. And here's a perfect example of just how simple this can be. Instead of that sugary cereal that gives you a quick rush and then I crash an hour later, switch to something like oatmeal with some fruit and nuts. It's a tiny change, but it gives your brain steady, stable energy to stay sharp all morning. No more brain fog. And beyond just food, there are certain micronutrients that act like an all-star team for your brain. B vitamins, for instance, are huge for regulating your mood. Vitamin C helps protect your brain cells from damage. And coenzyme Q10? That one's super important. It basically helps power the tiny energy factories inside your brain cells. It's what keeps the lights on. Now, for the other side of the fuel equation, hydration. And this number, wow, it is just staggering. About 3/4 of Americans are walking around chronically dehydrated. Think about that. Most of us are trying to get through our day with our brains running on low fluid, and that seriously messes with our memory, focus, and even our mood. I mean, this analogy just nails it, right? You would never put cheap, watered-down gas in a Ferrari and expect it to perform well. So why would we do that to our own high-performance brains? Getting enough clean water isn't just a nice idea. It's absolutely essential if you want your brain to function at its best. Okay, next tool in our toolkit, moving your body. You know, exercise isn't just for your muscles. It's honestly one of the single most powerful things you can do to boost and protect your brain. And the benefits here are profound. Getting your heart rate up with aerobic exercise is like a natural antidepressant. It releases feel-good chemicals like endorphins, and it also boosts something called BDNF, which is basically like a growth serum for your brain cells. It helps stabilize your mood and gives you that amazing feeling of mental clarity after a good workout. So we're adding all this good stuff in, but now we have to talk about defense. Because two of the biggest enemies to your brain health are, without a doubt, chronic stress and poor sleep. But don't worry, we have some powerful ways to fight back.
It is so important to get the difference here. You know, regular, everyday stress, that's kind of like a flat tire. Yeah, it's annoying, it's a hassle, but you deal with it and you move on. But chronic stress, whoa, that's a whole different beast. That's like your car's engine is constantly overheating. It's debilitating, and over time, it actually damages your brain cells.
This is why high-quality sleep is absolutely non-negotiable. It's your brain's nightly repair crew. And the best part is, you can start improving your sleep tonight. Try to stick to a schedule, turn your bedroom into a cool, dark cave, and please, put your phone away at least an hour before bed. That blue light from the screen is a major signal to your brain to stay awake.
All right, this brings us to our final tool. And honestly, this one might just be the most powerful of all. It's your own mind. Your thoughts, your beliefs, they aren't just invisible things floating around. They physically shape your brain. And if you need proof, just look at the placebo effect. I mean, this is real science. The simple belief that a sugar pill will work can cause actual, measurable physical changes in the body. That just shows you how powerful your mindset is. It can literally change your biology.
And the cool thing is we can actively train our brains to be stronger.
Things you might think of as just a hobby, like learning a new skill or playing a challenging game, they're actually stimulating something called neurogenesis. That is the literal creation of brand new brain cells. You are physically building a better brain every time you learn something new.
And this is a great visual of what's happening inside your head. Every time you challenge your mind, you're not just using the existing roads in your brain. You're reinforcing them and building new ones. You're making your brain's entire network faster, stronger, and much more resilient.
So when you put it all together, what's the big takeaway here? It's actually really simple. You do not need to radically overhaul your entire life tomorrow. The real secret is consistency with small, manageable changes, that one food swap, that 20-minute walk, getting to bed a little earlier. It all adds up to incredibly powerful results over time.
And that really brings us to the final and most important question, because this isn't just about learning cool stuff, right? It's about doing it. So looking at everything we've covered, what is one small thing you can commit to doing today, right now, to start building a better, sharper, more powerful brain?